This episode is brought to you by Kalona Brewing Company. If you live in Eastern Iowa, make sure to swing by Kalona Brewing Company's tap room. Amazing food and amazing craft beer. If you live in Central Iowa or in the Midwest, swing by your local supermarket and see if they carry the Kalona Brewing Company line of beer. And also swing by your local restaurants, local bars, see if they have Kalona Brewing Companies on tap. If not, make sure you guys request it. I kid you not, you won't regret that. Other than that, enjoy this episode, guys. Thank you for joining us at Beer Fish Fanatics. And this episode is actually brought to you by Whisker Seeker Tackle.
So make sure you guys go to whiskerseeker.com for all your catfishing gear.
Enjoy the episode, guys. All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Beer Fish Fanatics. This is Granny with MaPop Fishing. We have
Kit with the Fishing Kit YouTube channel.
And today we are back in my basement, and we invited Mr. Bo to come here and hang out with us, have a couple beers, and they're drinking out of the brown bag. So
some of us are drinking beer.
Pretty tasty, so I might say.
I was hoping to be able to have another beer by now, but if you guys are wondering, I had another setback on my goutness. The other day I had a couple I had a couple bites of beef. And go figure, I don't think I was 100% healed. So the flare-up came back, and it was not pretty. So I think I'm going to have to lay off of beef and beer for maybe a couple weeks till I'm 100% healed before I retest this theory that I can still have beer.
Man, my feet are tingling.
So
feet aren't pretty anyway.
All right.
Well, to some people, I guess they are.
So these gentlemen tonight, they kind of went back old school to, or I guess you can say high school / college / immature years.
The moment we turned 21 years.
Yeah,
there we go. So, what are you guys drinking? If you want to, you can tell me what you guys are drinking. What do you guys? They're going a little brown bag here, if you guys, for our listeners.
Peel back the brown bag.
Oh boy,
the classic.
There we go.
Miller High Life, champagne of beer.
Hell yeah.
So, just for our listeners, they're drinking a bunch of 40s. So we got Bo here and freaking. Yeah, they're rubbing in my face that they're drinking 80 ounces of beer.
Hey, we got a little brown bag for you, too.
Yeah.
So,
he has not seen this yet.
I have not seen this. This is the reveal, and I'll tell the listeners what we have. Ooh,
only the finest.
Looks pretty. Hold on. Looks colorful.
We know you're tired of seltzers.
I am tired of seltzer, so let me see what did they get. Oh, fuck. So, ladies and gentlemen, they got me a Mr. Mike's Harder Lemonade.
Imported,
So,
right?
Exotic, really.
At least it's 8%. I'll give it that.
Strong.
It's strong. So
yeah, he looks excited.
yeah, I am. It's a little bit different from the seltzers I've been having, and seltzers is not. If you guys are wondering, that hasn't been any trigger for me, which is interesting. Is good, but I haven't tried beer since I had the gout flare-ups. But I think after that beef scare, the thing, I'm like, all right, I gotta take it easy for a little bit. So make sure I'm 100%. Thanks, guys. There we go. Oh shit! There we go. Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Right.
I didn't think we'd be drinking 40s on the podcast.
It happened. Hey, you know what? I was like, maybe you should just duct tape it to your hands. You should duct tape two next time.
No.
So you have to finish it before
We're
you take it
already
off.
too old to drink 40s.
I know. That's why it's awesome. It'd be cool. So, hey, this is not bad.
Yeah.
It's lemonade.
How's seltzer drinking going for you anyway? Is there like a point where it's like too much? Like, I can't have another seltzer tonight.
It's
Two's my limit,
It's not that it's too much. It's just, as you know, I just rather have a beer. Mm-hmm. It's just, we were talking earlier tonight. There's no substitute for beef, and I just think there's no substitute for good beer either. You can try all the different types of seltzer. It just doesn't come close. So
right. Like even drinking a cocktail or whatever is different from having a beer.
Yeah, it's just a different feeling, different taste, different everything, and hopefully, like I said, I hope I get rid of this, and I think it's moderation. I think that's gonna be the biggest key is moderation. consumption of eating, just
That was
the
a good
beef and the impurity rich stuff. That's what we're talking about. The rich foods. I think it's the horrible stuff.
So the stuff that tastes good.
Yeah,
pretty much, man.
no pate for you.
No. Liver is horrible, by the way. Liver is one of the worst things you can, like organs.
Yeah.
Organ meats is one of the worst things any person who has gout can eat.
And
So-
pate's pretty good on bun meat too.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for reminding me. And this is the crazy thing. Like ever since I got this, like my Google pages has been nothing but gout and how to, get rid of uric acid and just how to heal and all that shit. Like everything I Google is like gout.
On like YouTube too, right? They send the commercials.
Everything you look at my shit is like, oh, it's gout this, gout that, gout medicine. Amazon, all you see is like ads for gout medicine now.
It's funny you mentioned that because I was talking with someone earlier this week. And I was like, what kind of commercials do you get on YouTube? Because the one I always get is some dude talking about toxic poop. Like guys have 20 pounds of toxic poop in your stomach. And I'm like, man, do I talk about poop a lot or what? Like, what's going on?
Whoa. Big brother's listening to you and he heard
I guess.
toxic
I
poop.
guess that's a popular topic of mine. I don't know.
Do you mind? What the hell is toxic poop?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm like, what is toxic poop, man? I don't know either.
I think poop itself is toxic. Like if you were to not poop or eat it, I'm pretty sure it's pretty bad for you.
I don't think normal people. Well, yeah, eating poop is probably not good, kid. I don't think.
Well, I don't know, little kids.
Oh boy,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Some people got some weird fetishes too.
Oh God.
Word.
Here we go.
2 girls, 1 cup. Maybe you've heard of it.
Oh, you bring up old school stuff too. The new generation probably has no idea.
Plead
so.
the fifth. Yeah. Never heard of it.
Find out for yourself.
I'm
Yeah.
pure.
I don't even know if.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could even find it if you Googled it.
You can find it.
I guess it's the internet.
It's the internet,
You
bro.
it's the internet.
Yeah, you
so
can find it. Man,
Nothing
so.
really ever goes away completely.
Yeah.
All right, listeners, watchers, if you guys don't know what is it, 2 girls and 1 cup?
You don't want
is,
to know.
Prepare yourself. Make sure you're over 18. Number 1. Number 2, don't Google it around kids and don't Google it on a full stomach either.
Don't be at work.
Yeah, don't be at work. So FYI, if you never
Might
heard
get
of
fired.
Yeah.
well, text us or message us. Let us know if you guys don't know what we're talking about and decide to delve into the world of 2 girls in a cup.
Gross.
Pretty gross. But so we'll talk about fishing a little bit. I have been out a few times, I think, since I got back from Denver, and it's been slow, like super duper slow. At least for me, I haven't had much great luck. What am I chasing for is bass. I'm trying white bass and wipers. I've had not too great of luck. Some catfish. I don't know, man. What am I doing wrong? I've been trying wind-blown sides because I'm fishing off the bank. Wind-blown sides, trying to figure it out, trying to find anything that will nibble, and I just struggle, man. We even went out with Ryan once. So I think we spoke about that and struggle. Or at least I did. I think you've been out with him a couple times and wasn't the greatest, right?
I've been out with him quite a bit, and it's been mostly just watching him catch fish.
Yeah,
That guy's got the touch, man. I don't know what it is.
Shout out Ryan. Yeah, you have showed us lately how to fish, and he's like, man, it ain't fun until you guys catch too. I know we get it, but we watch you catch. It's just
Well, it was me, you, and Ryan. He hooked up with 3 wipers that night.
Yeah.
I guess I caught 1 walleye.
yeah, you did. You caught a baby walleye.
a little
And he
walleye.
caught a crappie too. He caught a couple wipers that night. He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even get jack. I didn't even get a nibble. I thought I got a nibble. It's probably brush pile. That's that's pretty much I got. How you been? You been fishing at all, Bo?
I've gone on a few times. I've been super busy. For those who don't know, my fiance is pregnant, and so we have been doing lots of stuff with the house, getting ready. Trying to get ready mentally too. But that's a little harder than moving some furniture.
Congrats. As a father of 4, there ain't no getting ready, man. It's just it just happens, bro.
I'm pretty excited.
Good.
But like in July, I think I was talking to the kid about it. Like I only went fishing like 3 times that whole month, just because I was so busy getting stuff ready. I've gone out a few times since then. Pretty hit and miss. Some days are pretty good, some days pretty rough.
You had a decent day on the river, right?
Pretty decent day on the river a couple weeks ago. A lot of different species. It was pretty fun. These days, I'm just happy to get out. Even when I don't catch, it's like still a good time just to get out there.
He has a boat that he hasn't even gotten wet yet.
Got it in November last year. It's been like 9 months.
Dude, we gotta work it somehow. Are you gonna be able to get it out at least one time this year before?
I hope so. Okay. I can't promise anything.
Text me.
Word.
we might as well all do it together.
It would be fun.
I've had some practice this year. I've never fished out of a boat so many times.
You picked us up. Picked up me and my boat.
Well, I haven't practiced the trailering part yet.
You're getting better at though. Kip's getting better in regards to backing up and everything. Now I think you're doing pretty good with the trailer.
As long as the boat ramp's super wide, like at least two vehicles wide, easy.
And not at night, right?
At night's still okay, as long as it's super wide ramp.
Yeah, I still got the veto on the boat, but you know what I was thinking the other day? I was like, all right, I keep getting vetoed. You know what I'm gonna do? I haven't told her this.
You're just gonna do it and then worry about it later.
I was thinking of doing that. I was like, man, let's open up a can, bro.
Well, you still got the yak.
Okay. So that was my thought. So what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm just gonna upgrade that yak to have a electric motor.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna do that. It's still a 2-person yak, so technically you can go with me, and I'll have the electric motor on it.
Oh, I thought
every couple of weeks you should just get a slightly bigger yak, and then eventually it'll turn into a boat, and she won't even notice. But the yak slowly getting bigger.
The yak I got is almost 13. It's almost 14 feet. It's like 13 and a half feet.
Get a little bit bigger until she gets used to it. A little bit bigger, and then it'll turn into a boat.
I hear you, but I think since I already have the yak, but I can buy the motorized unit for it, the motor. So I think I'm going to end up just doing that. So at least it's a somewhat of a hybrid to a boat, and I can still fit like another person on it. You know what I mean? So technically, I can take 2 of you guys.
So
and it's electric. So
even if you got rid of the yak, the boat is still vetoed.
I mean, I can't get rid. I gotta sell the yak.
Yeah.
If I want to sell it, I wouldn't say it's vetoed, but it's probably super frowned upon still.
See, well, when you think about it this way. So you're talking about an electric motor. Mm-hmm. How much is that?
If I were to buy the motor, I think it's I think the last month was about $1,000, a little bit over $1,000.
Yeah.
So let's say you sell the kayak for.
I can get a boat. If I sold the kayak and the amount I was going to buy the electric motor, I can get the boat that I want. We're looking to get
that boat.
That boat
is probably worth.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I think it's an easier mountain to climb if I just bought the electric motor. Say, hey, it's just so I don't have to pedal so much.
But here's another angle you could look at it. On the kayak, you can't take all the girls.
True.
If you had a boat.
100%. No, I'm with you.
Scheming.
It's just, I've been thinking about it. I keep trying, but I just, it's just been vetoed.
I should just go upstairs like, hey, Granny needs a boat, so he take all the girls. If he just upgrades the kayak, only
what's gonna happen?
2 girls tops can.
What's gonna happen? No. Okay, whatever. Then you guys go home. You ain't getting a boat.
Tell her it was a gift.
Yeah. When I'm walking out the door, I'd be like, I'm so good. I am done here. Granny's gonna get a boat.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. And then you shut the door. She goes easy. She'll look at me like, ain't happening. It ain't happening, man. But because I think. She still wants me to get a new camper because we still have the pop-up. So we're still either looking at a camper or a nicer pop-up. So she'd rather have me invest because she goes, look, you already have a kayak. Use that kayak to fish, whatever, right? She still wants me to get a pop-up so I can take the kids camping, fishing, that way still too.
A
So
new
that's why.
pop-up?
Yeah, we're looking at either a newer, larger pop up. Because we do have a camper, but freaking, everybody knows used cars. Jesus. Trucks. You see the prices on them nowadays is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You don't
pretty
need
hefty.
something huge.
For camping wise, pop up wise, we need at least, I have a family of
You got,
six.
you got a big family there.
Yeah, a big family. I need at least
Yeah.
2 kings. And then it has
Dang.
for pop up wise, you need at least those queens and 2 kings, I believe, and then at least some other
I
spots
don't
for
even
the
have a
pop-up.
king for my house.
For real. For real.
Guy
2
sleeping
kings.
like a king on the river.
Man, that's why you got the king's disease, man.
Dude, you have to, man. Hey, the kids are like, because we do, because that last pop-up we had, loved it, but it was just getting too small, so that's why we sold it. And most likely, early next year for sure, I have to get a pop-up. So I'm kind of looking for deals right now because as the season ends.
Yeah,
That's
I guess
what
this would be the time to look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why, and that's why I'm saying, like, it's get a new boat, or not even a new boat, get a boat or pop up, and in my boss's eyes, she's like, boat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess, like, as far as usability, for her, the RV would be more useful.
Exactly.
Or a pop up
Exactly.
type.
Yeah, RV or pop-up.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's I already have the yak, so that's why I might as well just upgrade the shit out of that one.
Or maybe you should drag her on somebody's boat and she's like, ooh, you know what?
I've been
I
wanting
could
to
get used to this.
drag her on.
Like on like Saki's boat.
I want to take her
or
on
Trey's
Saki's
boat.
All right, how about this? I take her on Saki's, Sean's boat if you watch all the kids for 2 hours, 3 hours.
2 hours.
Could you do it? Practice for you and the boss
Take them
lady.
fishing.
All right, girls, we're going fishing.
That would be interesting. Yeah, well, I'll talk to the boss lady about this.
Bring all your iPads.
Yeah.
Bo and Lizzie you can get practice, bro.
We'll just go to a theater. We'll
Yeah,
watch a movie.
yeah, we'll go watch a
Easy
movie.
2
Yeah.
hours. Easy.
The easy part would be the 3 oldest. I think you might get away with it pretty easily. The maybe the 2 youngest ones, you guys might struggle. I'm not gonna lie.
I believe it.
I think the only way you can get away, you guys got to get their aunt, my sister, to help you out. I think that might be the only way that you guys might be okay.
Yeah, I don't think your youngest has ever even like looked at me.
But no, seriously, I think that's what I'm going to. I think that's the route I'm going to do is going to upgrade the kayak. We're taking it out next week. If you guys anybody down take your yaks or anything, I think I'm going to take the kids out too.
We're supposed to do that thing next week.
This is recording. I wanted to listen. I have gout. How am I going to do anything?
Right.
I mean, that's honestly God. It's not like I'm faking it. So I was hoping it was going to be better by now, but I'm going to have to text him. I'm going to be like, "What do you want me to do?" Like, it's not a real good competition when a one man has a gout.
Yeah, we'll
But-
have to talk to those guys.
And we'll talk to them and then we'll see what's up.
Maybe I could do it with Matt
That's a
because he's looking
possibility.
for a partner.
Or the Matt has a boat, yeah.
Yeah.
Just tell him, why can't we be a 3-man partner because I got gout? I'm like, man, I suck anyway.
I was about to say.
Hey, how about? Hey, bastards!
It'll be 2.5 versus 2.
Jeez, you know what we'll do? You know what we could do? We'll talk to them and see if they can find a third person. Maybe do a 3-3.
3-3.
Change it up. We don't have to be exactly like this others. You know what I'm saying? Make it our own. That's what I'm saying. But we can talk to them. We'll figure it out. But yeah, it sucks if I have gout, and then we can talk to Matt. We'll see what's up. It'll be fun. Oh,
And
speaking,
I've been wanting to fish with Matt anyway.
yeah. Did you check your schedule if you're good in September for that weekend?
I haven't looked at anything.
All right. Well, just FYI, stay tuned. Fishing Kid and myself, we're still checking our schedules out. Obviously, he hasn't checked his schedule, but we're trying to set up, see if we can do the cleanup again. But we're gonna do it Saylorville, I think, Central Iowa, and the only thing is, this guy's got to make sure he has that Saturday. I think we're looking to do it a Saturday. It's going to be around September because I think last year we did October, right?
It was late,
Yeah, it was too
and
cold.
I had to work that. I worked that day, actually.
But it was cold as hell.
Did, yeah.
But I remember because the kids were like in coats. It was windy and cold.
It was
so
fun.
It was fun, but I think it was too cold. I think we're gonna try. I think we said that we were trying to do it September this year because I think last year was October and it was too cold.
Right.
So we're gonna try to do September. So stay tuned, guys. We're looking possibly mid-September right now. So we'll confirm everything. Hopefully, we'll get the chance. All the listeners, whoever in Central Iowa, anywhere in Iowa, feel free to swing by. We'll have a good time. Still got to reach out. I still got to reach out to Whisker Seeker in Kalona. And see if they want to be, because I haven't had the exact date yet, so that's why I didn't want to reach out without an exact date.
Well, we can't do it that weekend after.
Yeah, because we're going to be gone.
Yeah, because we have the trip.
Yeah, we have a trip, and I got to reach out to some people down there, so hopefully we can do a podcast down there. But yeah, stay tuned on that one. Yeah, that should be a fun trip. I think we're going to redeem ourselves. I have a feeling.
I think so.
I think we're going to redeem ourselves, so it'll be good. And catfishing. I think I'm starting to really like catfishing, man. I think I'm going to catfish a little bit more down there too if I get a chance to in where we go.
I always catfish.
No, exactly. I love catfishing because I'm lazy.
Even when I'm like fishing for other stuff, I'll just throw out a catfish line.
why
It's just a
not?
bonus fish.
But I've been doing pretty good. I've been just doing the cut bait. Obviously, I think cut bait has been working for me, and I just went. I just did a recent trip with our buddy Mark, and I caught a nice channel. It was a nice, maybe there might be a video coming
You gonna
up.
have a video?
I might have a video on that one.
see.
It might be a short video because the closer that Mark came to me, he just kept catching these small little white bass, and then I was like didn't catch anything else. But when he was gone, I was catching.
Yeah, Mark Factor.
Shout out Mark. Mark.
I don't even know if he listens, dude.
I don't think so. I don't know.
To be honest.
But it was a Mark factor. That's what I was in my mind. I was thinking like because we started apart. I was catching, and then I caught a nice catfish, and because there was other people all around us where we were fishing, right? And I was catching, and these people weren't really catching. And then Mark said I saw him, he caught too, he was catching, and then he came closer, and then he came, we fished together, and then when he came to fish with me, I didn't catch shit. It was the Mark factor, dude. Like, what the hell? Like, I didn't even get a single bite. I did get a couple bites. I did. Never mind. I did. You might see it in the video. We'll see. But I missed a lot of bites. I missed like 2 or 3 big bites. It was like, bzzz, it went. It was a catfish run for sure. I was like,
Maybe.
Oh,
Last
no.
time me and Bo fished.
Yeah. Last time I was fishing with Mark too, I just caught like 4 drums.
You've been on a drum roll, dude.
Yeah, and then we went a couple days ago, 3 drums, back to back to back.
hey, you sound like me. That day, I had 3 drums back to back to back.
I don't mind it. It's so funny.
Thank you, man.
It's just funny.
Yeah, it's so
fun.
fun.
All right, we need to do this, dude. We need to do a competition where we do a drum competition. We are targeting drum.
Yeah, and I don't even know how to target them.
See?
They just come to me.
It just happens.
Like I must smell weird or something. Man.
Who do you think are the best drum fishermen?
Matt.
We gotta get on a podcast. But why don't we do a drum competition? Me, Matt, just everybody.
Oh, Matt's gonna win.
Yeah,
Hands down.
easy.
Man.
You think?
Matt heads.
No. We should do it though. It'd be fun.
Drums are
We
funny.
can make a challenge out of it. It'd be kind of fun.
Drums are funny.
That's what I'm saying.
Had an idea. So I'm a trained like chef, and I had an idea of like doing like a nice, like I studied like fine classical dining, whatever. I had an idea of doing like a 5-course meal, with every course has drum in it.
Oh,
That way, like because it's like underappreciated, and I haven't eaten one of them forever, but
It was fine. The last one I had.
there's got to be a way to make it real good. So I've been thinking about it for a while. Like, let's put drum on the spotlight, make it real tasty, real pretty.
if you do that, can you? Let's make a video on that. That would be kind of fun to see.
Yeah, we got to
It'd be
catch
interesting.
drums.
That's what we need to do.
You're pretty good at it.
That's why we got to do a
Half the
competition, man. Yeah. But how do you target drums? How would you target drums? If I ask you, Kit, right now, like, hey, look, we have a drum tournament coming up. How do you target freshwater drum?
I'd say little pieces of cut bait or like globs of worms.
Globs of worms?
Yeah.
A really small cut bait. Yeah.
Or small cut bait? Interesting. Okay.
Because their mouths are a little bit smaller. they also hit jigs and stuff. But
See, I was gonna say that because I think I've caught every single one of my drums off of jigs,
Yeah.
like chartreuse, curly tail jigs.
Like anything. I've caught them on spoons, spinners.
spinners,
Yeah.
cut bait, drum,
Do they go into schools?
jigs. I don't know.
When I'm around, yeah, dude.
Right?
Why are they so funny though when you catch them?
They just look funny.
Yeah,
They look
no, I
funny.
agree.
Yeah.
They fight good.
Yeah, you just don't expect it. I
They,
think it's like
they fight okay.
here we
Better
go.
than freaking. I think they're better than crappie. I think they fight better
sure.
than
Like
even.
pound for pound. I don't know about pound for pound. They get bigger than crappies.
Yeah.
I think they fight harder than. I don't know. I might get killed on it. You don't think they fight a little bit harder than a largemouth?
No, I don't. I wouldn't say. I gotta give largemouth
It's about
something.
a par, I would say. They're about the same.
Okay,
At least largemouth's got the jumping out of the water.
Yeah.
thing.
makes it look
Yeah.
exciting. True, I'll give them that. I think that's that would probably be the good thing about largemouth. They give you the show off factor when they fly up in the air.
Yeah.
That is exciting.
Oh, speaking of cooking fish, I kept a wiper recently, like a 5-pounder.
Rare for you to keep.
Yeah, and after this last time keeping this one, after I cleaned it, I'm not gonna go out of my way to really keep them, cause man, I filleted it and I flipped it over to the skin side.
Yeah.
And holy shit, like the meat was so
Super
red.
red.
Like, I did not realize how much red meat they had. It was, people say drums, bass, whatever, have a ton of red meat. Wiper,
Yeah.
I think hands down has the most.
It's like
red
not
meat.
just on the bloodline. It's
Yeah.
like the whole.
Yeah, it's like the whole side.
Loins like covered in it.
Channel
yeah.
catfish has a lot of red meat too. I feel.
But this was like, you saw that picture.
Yeah, it was like, damn.
holy cow. Maybe because the meat itself is white and there's more of
Sure.
a contrast. But
Uh-huh.
on catfish, channel cats, I don't cut that stuff off. I just fillet it. Like I keep the yellow meat on there. I keep all that stuff, and it doesn't really bother me that much. But this wiper that I kept recently, because it took one of my jigs super deep, and as I was popping out, it freaked out and it was flopping all over the floor with the jig in its gill, because the jig popped out of where it was hooked and it got caught in the gill. It was blood just gushing. Like, oh, okay, I gotta keep this fish.
Did you cook it?
I cooked a little bit.
Yeah.
Like that's a big fish, 5-pound fish.
That's a lot.
That's probably, I don't know, at least a couple pounds of meat.
Yeah,
That's a lot of meat to eat
for you,
Yeah.
just one
Yeah,
person.
just one person to eat in
Yeah,
one
for
sitting.
sure.
I couldn't do it. I ended up trimming off all that red meat, and it was fine, but I don't know, man. It was like, holy cow, there's a lot of red meat.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna do spring rolls with it, because
You haven't eaten it yet?
I've eaten part of it and I froze the rest because it's
Oh,
too
man.
much. I can't eat it all at
It is
once.
a lot. No, you're right. That's for one person. It is a lot of meat.
Yeah.
A 5-pound fish. That's a lot of meat.
Yeah, 5-pound fish. Let's say I had 2 pounds of meat.
That's a lot of. That's a
Just
lot
being
of meat.
modest. Yeah, that's a lot of meat for one person.
For sure.
Like you're not gonna eat 2 pounds of steak in one sitting.
Word.
I can't anymore.
yeah.
Thanks, man. Why,
Even
why,
if you
why gotta do
wanted
that,
to.
dude? Why
Even
you gotta do
if
that
you
shit?
wanted to.
Even if I wanted to, bastards. Shit.
So, like, maybe I can eat 2 pounds of steak.
Man, too bad we weren't recording when my kids were around.
Man, you're getting roasted.
I was
by
getting
your-
roasted by my oldest daughter today, guys. It was like, she was just like, actually, it was the 2 oldest ones. They're like, yeah, pretty much just say, quit being a puss. That's-
Drama
that-
queen.
Yeah, they're calling me a drama queen.
Quit
It's like,
overreacting.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's only gout, Dad. Just, what did she, oh, David, she go, just put a Band-Aid on it, Dad. I'm like,
You're not gonna die.
Scotty said that.
He's like, you're not gonna die.
Dude, my daughter's, yeah. She goes, you're not going to die. And my oldest goes, yeah, put a Band-Aid on your gout. My foot looks like a freaking football. And they're like, yeah, you're overreacting. That's awesome.
Do females get gout?
Yes.
Do they?
It's rare.
It's rare?
It's mostly in men. But yes, females do get it. You can get it in your elbows. You can get it in your any joint. It's a
But
possibility.
it just accumulates in your like lower extremities mostly.
Because it's so far away from your heart, so it's like the coldest part of your body. So that's where the uric acid and the crystals can build up easier because the warmth doesn't get to it. Yeah.
Man, my feet are tingly.
Oh.
But I mean, that's why you probably like 90.9% of the gout starts in the foot.
Yeah.
It's the furthest away from your body. It's the coldest part of your body. That's the part where uric acid can build up because you can't secrete it. It's so far away.
Everyone I know who has it's like the big toe.
Mostly, and I'm unique in the sense it's not the big toe. It's the next
something
toe
else,
over.
all right.
It's a toe over.
What is that toe called?
Yeah. What do you call that?
Is that the like the pointer
Toe. It is the pointer toe. It's got to be.
If you're going around pointing, like which toe would you use? Oh yeah, that one.
Dude, it is a pointer toe, isn't it?
I'm not that into feet. I don't know.
Some
know these
feet
things.
people could probably tell us.
Right.
Yeah.
We're going to get crushed on that. Like, no, it's called this toe. I can see somebody saying that.
Right.
It happens.
Yeah, I'm killing this for you.
Hey, you're thirsty. Hey, don't worry. I got some.
I got like a third
I
left.
got a couple pints for you guys from the brother-in-law.
How's that Mike's Hard Lemonade?
It's like lemonade.
Yeah, sounds refreshing. State Fair.
Yeah, it's speaking of State Fair, Iowa State Fair is going on right now. Cheers to them, but
It's kind of a big deal.
it is a big deal.
I'm not a
They need, you know what they do need? I haven't noticed. It would be kind of cool. They need like a booth because they have all kinds of fried stuff there, right? They don't really
gout booth. We got steamed broccoli and Mike Hard's lemonade.
I wasn't thinking that, but that would be interesting. No, they need like a booth where like they're not really good fried fish.
Yeah, not really.
You know,
Guess
like
you're right.
like a good freaking amazing fried fish like vendor. That's what they need, dude. Because
right, yeah.
if you guys have ever been to Iowa State Fair, if you're obviously because we have a lot of listeners from all over the world, so appreciate you guys. Iowa State Fair is one of the greatest fairs, I think, actually in America. It's usually always ranking in the top 5.
Yeah,
in
it's
the
one
nation.
of the biggest.
And it's just fried food. It's fried food and amazing, gluttonous, horrendous, awful foods for you. But it's amazing. And they don't have any great fried fish booth.
right.
Like a bomb ass fried fish sandwich. I don't care what batter. You can figure it out. You're a chef. You can figure it out. Like you can make an amazing fried fish sandwich that somebody's gonna pay $19 for.
For real.
Right? Like here, $12.
Yeah.
Right?
Like bunch of random fish mashed up together. You'd have to.
Like a po' boy or something.
See? They don't
you're
really
right.
have
They don't
anything.
have that. You're right.
They just brought the lobster sandwich. I saw that last year.
Yeah.
So it's there. It's good, but there's no good like a fried fish sandwich, dude. They don't have anything there.
For foods to be really good at the state fair, they got to be like portable, like mobile.
Yeah,
That's
portable.
why like things on sticks. are,
But
like,
a fish sandwich is the same
thing.
shit.
Yeah,
It's a
you could
fish
still.
burger.
It's not like a po' boy.
Yeah,
like,
po' boy.
Yeah,
wood
po' boy
or something.
Dude, it would kill. I think
Probably. Yeah.
catfish po' boy. That would be badass. I'd eat it.
The standard
Oh,
for
it's
state food is pretty high now. They
Yes.
got like.
They got
You see the
some crazy
winner of
stuff.
the
It's
new
getting there.
food this
Getting
year?
there.
The
No,
winner
what
is
did
like
they win?
a baked potato with like pulled pork and like
Is that the
ribs.
what do you
like,
call that? The
whole
ender, the
shebang.
finisher, or something?
Something like that. Because you
that.
die afterwards.
The way you make it sound. If you have gout, you'll die.
You'll get gout if you never had gout.
Yeah, you're telling me if I go there, I'm cutting on my foot. I would have to cut off my foot. That's probably it to eat that. It's the finisher, I think. I think that's what it's
yeah,
called.
I think that's what it's
Something like
called,
that.
yeah. Sounds about right. You know?
They know what they're doing.
Exactly.
So the last day is what, Sunday?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sunday.
So
I haven't planned on going, but I wouldn't be surprised if I ended up there.
I'm not a big fan personally. I don't know. Just sort of grew up with it and like just kind of get tired of it.
It's
I don't
just
know.
an excuse to go drink. Really.
Yeah.
and eat the worst foods you can
Awfully.
eat. Man.
No one judges you because they're all doing the same thing.
Yeah.
you
That's
know?
very true.
You just let loose.
Yeah. Let it all hang out.
what they
Every
need?
roll.
You know what they need to be able to create is like a fishing game.
fishing game. I
Of
do
some
want to
sorts.
go check out the DNR booth.
Yeah, I love going to the DNR booth.
I went there.
It's super cool.
So yeah, that's the thing. That if like I just said, if you're not from Iowa, if you come to Iowa, during the August time, the Iowa State Fair, it's a must that you guys gotta go check out. The Iowa DNR booth. They have a booth. Actually, they have a whole building. I'm sorry, yeah, they have an entire building, and it's so badass because you get to see some of the fish that they help literally stock around the state. How they help maintain it. Some of those fish is enormous, dude. Yeah. I went there because the kids are like, whoa. They're like, look at this, the biggest, carp. It's like huge. It's buffaloes. And then they look at, what is that? It's a big ass walleye. Crappies are huge. It's really, really cool for kids to go there and really learn more about fish. I think the Iowa DNR does a really good job with that building in regards to just educating. And then just what they do.
Yeah, I listened to their most recent podcast, and they talk a lot about it because they recorded their podcast as they were setting up for the fair. So if you want all the details, you go check that out. But I guess that building, the aquarium, the main aquarium or whatever, was there before the building.
Really?
So they built the building around the aquarium.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So that aquarium, does it stay there?
Yeah, it just stays there.
Really?
But
Okay,
I guess they just remodeled within the last recently. I can't remember how many years it's been, but like maybe as early as like last year or something. But they kind of just redid the aquariums, got new tanks and stuff in there. But yeah, I didn't know. I guess the tank was there before the building was there.
So interesting.
Yeah,
It's big.
That's cool.
It's a pretty big tank.
It's really cool.
yeah. So you
Is the
have
building
to.
air conditioned?
No,
okay.
it's open. But you don't need it lately.
Yeah, it's been
because-
nice.
Yeah, it's
in
been
the
nice
80s.
these last few days.
This has been for the Iowa State Fair has been probably the tamest weather.
Yeah.
Like because usually it's like you're sweat. It's like it's so bad.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even want to go, but the kids the other night we went and I ate ruthlessly and I drank a bunch of seltzers. None of that hit my gout. By the way, FYI.
Gee, shout outs to
Tasty.
seltzers.
Shout out to seltzers. Shout out to pork.
I think you're secretly a seltzer fan.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
no.
you just cracked one.
Just crack another one. It's called the
Truly.
the dive into flavor. It's a pina colada style. It ain't the same as beer, man. I have all these so this is the thing. My brother-in-law's gave me all these IPAs. I can't even drink them, dude. Not yet, at least. So sad.
Let them brew for a couple months.
In the fridge.
Cheers.
Look at it. These guys are about to finish the 40s. It's gonna be dope.
I'm about I got less than half left.
All right.
Yeah, we're pretty close. Bo's a little bit ahead of me, but
Thirsty.
this is 40 ounces of beer. It's a lot of beer.
A lot of beer.
Ah.
We're in our 30s, man. At least I am.
Yeah, I'm in my 30s.
Well, you should think about when we drink regular beer, just when we're drinking craft beer regularly. You drink like how many ounces? Because each one is 12. So you drink at least 5, 6, 7. It's like nothing.
I don't know. I drink like 2 or 3 nowadays.
Sometimes you need like a cheap beer.
Yeah.
You just want to drink and
Sometimes you just need a beer. Damn you.
Yeah.
So good. I love the seltzer, guys. Don't worry.
I can't believe we would drink. Man, when we were younger, we'd go through like
oh my god.
not a gallon, like gallons
like
of
gallons.
beer.
Dude, just imagine. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure our listeners, I think most of them are probably our age.
Some people are probably still there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
still
They're listening to us
gallons
like,
of
you
beer.
bunch of.
gallons of beer.
Yeah, they're probably listening to us like, man, you guys are wusses.
How
man.
many ounces is in a gallon? I'm gonna
64.
look it up. 64 ounces?
I think so. Is that not 64?
No, that's half.
Okay,
Oh.
well then 128.
28.
Shit, my bad. I think,
Pop quiz. Yeah.
Pop quiz. I think then 128. There you go. 128
128.
ounces.
So that's what, 10 and a
10
half
beers.
beers?
10
About
and a half-
10 beers.
10 beers.
Yeah.
A little bit over 11 beers. Let's just a case of beer.
Maybe on a good night,
Man.
I would drink a gallon
I feel
of
like
beer.
I've drinking a gallon of beer before.
A case? That's 24 beers? No, 12 beers, right? So 12 beers. 12 beers. You can do 12 beers. It was like light.
Like, on a good or bad night, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah. In Iowa, like, you can't sell beer after 2
Yep.
a.m.
Yeah.
So
Actually,
we would drink from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. when you could buy beer, and then go buy more beer. Like,
Yeah.
oh
At 6
my
a.m.
gosh.
I don't know if you guys. Yeah, I'm pretty
Holy
sure if you're from
cow.
Iowa, you know what we're talking about. You'd stay up till 6 a.m. to go
Oh.
buy more beer. But the crazy thing is until Sundays, because
Yeah.
Sundays you can't buy beer till 8.
Yeah.
It's God's day,
Yeah.
so he
get a-
he needs to sleep in 2 extra hours.
You get a sausage muffin though. Like,
But I'm
good
just
to
saying,
go.
it's true though. You can't buy beer because I think Magoo, and I didn't know it was a law. So we went ice fishing and we sucked. So I mean, we're so thirsty. We got let's go get some beer. We gotta have some beer. 6:30, 7 a.m. We were like, what the heck? They wouldn't sell us any beer. And we're like, what do you mean?
Like, what? It's after 6?
I know. We're like, I'm 21. It's after 6. Like, what's going on here? They go, no, we can't do it. We don't sell beer till 8 a.m. I'm like, me and Magoo look at each other like,
Huh. I did not
did
realize.
you know that? I'm like, I go, no. I go, what the hell? So we got to wait till 8 o'clock. So we went fishing and then came back at like 8:30 to get more beer.
Well, what is it? In Colorado and I think Minnesota, even though I think it's recently changed, you cannot buy beer at all on Sunday.
Yeah. So they have,
yeah, I think that's right.
I just talked this with my, with Buck and Kim. They had these things, well, back then they changed the law. They had a 3-2 beer.
Yeah, like a half
yeah.
strength beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what they did, because what they did was it was actually a good thing. The law was because they were promoting liquor stores in Denver and Colorado.
Yeah.
So
Like big box stores.
exactly.
Yeah.
So you couldn't go to a grocery store. You couldn't go to a local gas station and buy beer unless it was 3-2 beer.
Yeah,
Because
so
if you,
like half alcohol.
yeah,
Yeah.
3.2 alcohol content. And you have to go to the actual liquor store there. Because if you guys are listening, you're like, what the hell are you guys talking about? So I found out the hard way. So I went to go, there was like I think I was just dating Huey, my wife. I was just dating her. I wasn't even like married, part of the family. There was like, I think her sister's graduation party. I was in charge to go get the beer. I'm used to Iowa. Man, you just go to Hy-Vee and you just go grab beer, or the gas station grab
Like
beer.
different strength of beer depending on where you buy it.
Yes.
That's a weird.
So back then they had a law. All the grocery stores was 3.2 alcohol. So I went to go buy it, right? So keep in mind, I wasn't married yet, so I'm trying to impress the family, the in-laws and shit. And I went to go buy like a bunch of maybe cases and cases
Was
of
it
beer.
cheaper than the full?
Yes,
yeah,
it's cheaper.
Like, man, why is this beer so cheap?
Yeah.
I buy like 10 cases.
That should have been my hello McFly should have been my moment, but I just bought it. I'm like, yeah, I got all this beer. Like, I'm impressed, I'm buying all this beer. So I bring it there, and then everybody's at the party. Holy crap! I just heard like 5 guys. Who the hell bought the 3-2 beer? And then I was just like, oh shit, I had no idea yet, right? And then it kept going for like 10, 15 minutes. What the hell? Who the hell would come here and buy 3-2 beer? I'm like, my mind's like, what the is 3-2 beer? I have no idea. And then Healy, my girlfriend, then she goes, it's a 3.2 alcohol beer because you have to go to the liquor store to buy the full alcohol content regular beer.
Yep.
But they changed the law there. Now it's different. Now you can just buy it. Yeah.
Actually, the last time I was in Colorado, that year, I think they just passed the law to change that.
They were so
And
excited.
it was a big deal.
Yeah, it is.
Like you see signs,
yeah.
you see signs up on like the stores, gas stations, and stuff. I was like, that's weird. Like what? Like what?
Right? Like, what's
Yeah.
it's just beer. What the hell? I can't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I learned the hard way, and then I was pretty embarrassed. I'm like, well, then again, how the hell was I supposed to know? California didn't have that. Because California is the same pretty much as here then, too. Because I was living in California then. You can go to like a 7-Eleven and buy beer or a grocery store and buy regular beer. For some reason, Colorado was just that you have to go to a liquor store to buy it only.
Is the Sunday law still a thing?
I think they switched that out too. I think you can buy beer on Sundays. But the crazy thing is, even if you go, you still, most of them because of previous years, liquor store is still the best bet to go get good beer.
Because I remember those guys would talk about it, especially during football season. It would be like, you watch football, drink beer. You have to buy
Always.
your beer like on Saturday.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you could not go out and buy beer
Yeah.
It's crazy.
like before a football game because it was Sunday.
Yep.
Like,
It's true
Yeah.
though.
When I was in Denver for my brother-in-law's bachelor party, yeah, we went to like Walmart.
Yeah.
We're like, man, Bud Light's cheap here. Like, let's get some.
let's do it.
Even the cashier was like, this is 3.2.
You're probably like, what?
We didn't know what that meant.
Yeah, you're
yeah,
not-
yeah, duh.
That's
we
exactly
know,
what
duh.
we Bud Light, bro.
Like,
we know.
Yeah, 3.2, 6.1, whatever. You know, 'cause we didn't want to look stupid.
No, I feel you. I look stupid.
And
I'm
then
like,
we're like,
the hell's 3-2
we were
beer?
drinking. Like, man, I don't feel drunk. Oh.
But I was so mad though. I got so mad. I'm like, what the hell kind of stupid law is this bullshit, man? I'm like, why can't I just? If you're gonna sell beer, just sell all regular. That's my thoughts. Or don't sell it. That's my, but I get it. Whatever. Learned my
That's
lesson.
funny.
It was funny. Still married into the family, even at that food bar, but it was all right.
Still proving yourself, or you got the
I wonder,
approval?
I wonder if someone is like, you got to break up with this guy.
He brought 3-2
Oh, my
beer.
goodness.
You cannot marry this guy.
Dude, don't ever touch him again. He brought 3-2 beer. He's done. He's dead to me. Oh yeah, that's true though. But yep. So there you guys go. So there's different beer laws in different. Oh, you ever been to St. Louis? I'll tell you new beer law. I don't know if you know this. So St. Louis, if you go there, get a designated driver. The reason being is you can have an open container in St. Louis
In your car?
in your car, and you can drink as long as the driver's not drinking. We went because my wife's friend.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
It's a horrendous idea, but it's
Whose idea is
great.
that?
You know what I did? Because we went to go visit her, my wife's friend. She lives in St. Louis. I didn't know about this law, and she goes, because we went to all the breweries and everything down there, and she goes, "Yeah, did you know you can drink in your car?" I'm like, "What the hell?" I'm like, "Whoa." Trying to get me in some trouble here, and she goes, "No, it's a law there where you can have an open container as long as the driver is not drinking. You got an open container, everybody can drink back there." When she told me that law, took the keys, chucked it to my wife. Let's go, and I bought like hella beer, and I was just drinking in the back seat with the kids. We only had two kids then. We only had two
They were
kids.
drinking too?
Like, cheers.
It's legal here. It's legal.
Drinking here, let's go.
It is legal though, but yes, I believe it's St. Louis. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty damn sure. Unless her friend just totally screwed me and got me all close to being in trouble. But she said you can drink there, open container, as long as obviously as long as the driver's not drinking. Everybody in the vehicle can drink in St. Louis.
So what's that? There's a law that we passed recently, like having cocktails to go or whatever.
Yeah, they had to pass it because of COVID.
Yeah.
Because a lot of restaurants obviously couldn't host. They weren't really open. But technically, you can't. You have to have like a retail seller's license to sell alcohol so they can take it out of your establishment.
Right.
And they changed the law because of COVID, because a lot of restaurants were getting killed. Nobody could go to a restaurant, eat or drink. At least give them a little bit of some way to survive, like a lifeline. So they did allow restaurants, whatever, to be able to do mixed drinks, just drinks, whatever the case may be, so they can take it to go. Because you have to have I think it's like a reseller's license and everything for beer, liquor, and all that stuff. Because most restaurants don't have it. They have a specific license where you can just consume there.
Like liquor license.
Yeah.
And like a restaurant, like
It's not a sales.
alcohol sales is like their biggest thing.
Right,
You know?
Yeah,
right,
for
right,
restaurants, it's 100%.
Yeah,
it's
then it's like if you order a bottle of wine or a bottle of liquor or whatever, you don't finish it, then you get it to go, right?
You can't do that.
I don't
I
think
thought
so.
you could.
Don't think so.
Well,
As long as they like do that seal
they have to
thing.
seal it.
Yeah, they have to
Yeah,
seal
they
it.
have to
they would
seal
have to
it.
seal it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
But like before, you couldn't do that.
no, you couldn't at all. But I think they changed, like I said, just to help the restaurants to survive through COVID, and it's still a thing now. I think they still can do it now as long
so
as you
too,
seal it, like you said. As long as you seal it, and then it's just kind of like they're selling it to you. This is still a different license, I believe.
Weird.
A lot of beer talk in this podcast.
This might be our most beer-centric video.
No, we've had some episodes where we.
Yeah.
This is super beer-centric, though.
That's okay.
We're drinking the trashiest beer.
Yeah.
But I'm drinking the seltzer.
Brings the worst in us.
Golly. I might have to go get another beer for Bo here. Want to take a little time out and maybe go get you another one? You might be thirsty. All right, so we'll take a quick pause. Refill these gentlemen. 40 ounces.
I'm still okay.
40 ounces is not enough for them. Kit, come on, Kit. You can do it.
I normally drink 1 or 2 beers during the
How many you got left? Let me see.
About a third.
Okay, he's
maybe
got a third.
quarter.
All right. So he still owes me 2 slams. If you slam the rest of that, I'll call it even.
I'll do it with you.
I'm gonna drag this on. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah.
I have 2 beers or what?
You already know, all our listeners and people who follow, you guys know he owes still 2 beer slams.
Okay, we'll have the listeners refresh my memory.
Yeah.
Leave a comment.
Comment below, yeah.
Comment below.
Or, hey, actually, you guys been leaving reviews. That's awesome. Appreciate you
Yeah?
guys. Yeah, I've been seeing more and more reviews on Spotify and on iTunes. So, appreciate that.
Maybe we'll start. Maybe we'll be able to monetize one day.
Nah, maybe. I don't know. Oh, on the YouTube channel? It's got to get to
No.
1,000.
I'm talking about on like Amazon or whatever.
Is there a monetization?
I think so.
there?
If they play ads on our podcast,
We can do that actually right now.
What? So why don't we?
Oh. All right. We'll be right back, ladies.
Brought
Check
to
out
you
this.
by Pampers. All right, let's go.
Actually, all right. This could be the first one. Yeah, I didn't tell Fitchy to get this. We can monetize this. So this is going to be our very first possible commercial.
Because I listen to the River Certified podcast on Amazon because that's just what I have.
Yeah.
And then at the beginning of his podcast, like, oh, this
Yeah.
this podcast is brought to you by
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we can do that. I'm
some
sorry.
random
Imports,
Pampers or whatever.
We can do that.
And then I'm like, man, how do we get there?
Oh,
And now this guy's like, hey,
Sorry.
we can do that.
so yeah. So
Why don't we?
we do qualify.
Hey.
Sorry, kid. I guess we do qualify. I didn't know.
Hey, I don't talk for free, all right?
All right. All right, guys. We're going to do a quick refill. We'll be right back.
Bo's hopping on the boat with me tomorrow.
We're back, and these guys are going on a boat tomorrow, and
Yeah.
better show me a good video, Fishing Kit.
Well, he showed me a live well that was like filled to the brim today.
So,
6 or 7 drums coming at you tomorrow, man.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll drop him off.
Hey, please. Hey, they make good fish patties. Grind them.
Yeah,
You
they're
put
firm.
it. You put it with egg and Italian bread crumbs. I'm telling you, salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic. Dude, Drum makes amazing fish
You
patties.
show us.
Okay, I'm gonna have
show
to do.
us.
Well, I gotta catch
We'll,
fish
we'll
patties.
bring you some.
Yeah, we'll bring you some.
My
You don't even have to catch it.
jeez.
I do want to do the chowder. I keep talking about it.
Yeah,
Gotta
that'd be
do it.
good. Dude, yeah, drum chowder with some like Iowa sweet corn in it.
Hey, that one really, it's all of that 8%. I'm feeling it. I'm not gonna lie.
The Mike's hard.
Yeah, I can definitely tell it's definitely
Your
8%.
boy Mike.
I'm going hardcore in the seltzers, everybody. I'm doing the strawberry melon fizz.
See, I feel like
That sounds cute.
after
Gee,
this,
sounds cute.
I feel like after this whole, what's the word I'm trying to look for? This whole cleanse that you're having.
Yes, such a good
I think
cleanse.
I think you might stick with seltzers.
I don't think so, brother.
Every now and then it's all right.
You know how much I miss an IPA right now? I would give anything to be able to drink this IPA. Shout out to the brother-in-law. Hooked up with some beer from Utah, Moab.
Oh dang!
From Utah, so
Cool.
gonna get this. Dude. This is the Johnny's American IPA for you, brother.
All right, fast forward 2 weeks, you're gonna drink your first IPA,
2 weeks.
and I have a hunch you might be like, man,
Like, ew.
I kind of miss a seltzer.
Oh hell no! No, not even close, dude. No. That shall not happen, everyone. No.
He's like, yeah, no, I mean, puke face.
Whatever. No, that ain't gonna happen. I'm missing a good IPA right now. Oh, hey, FYI, man. So you're wondering, hey, Kit, you're wondering, I have to do what you're doing now on GoPros and everything.
What's that?
I have to do the external battery. I don't know if anybody saw. My dumbass completely went fishing with my buddy Mark, and I left my whole box of GoPro batteries.
Dang.
All 8 to 10 of them.
You got 10
Mercy.
GoPro batteries?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Mercy.
So if you guys are wondering how much those cost, just Amazon it, Google, and they were all GoPro official batteries. They weren't the knockoffs.
Dang. That sucks.
And there was shout out to there's somebody who he actually went out there and looked. Shout out to you, but he said he couldn't find it. It was gone.
Dang.
So somebody picked up a good.
Was
box.
it at Mark's favorite spot?
No, it was at our
going
spot that we
tomorrow.
went before. Yeah, is that where you guys going tomorrow?
That's where I was planning on going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to that lake tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's down there. It's and yeah, it's sad. I was like, oh shit. I told because I had to tell the wifey because she's like, is that you or me?
I don't know.
It's Henry on that guy. Didn't turn off his phone.
Oh, sorry. I got a new phone. It's whoa. Hello.
He answers it during the freaking podcast. Who does
Hey, what's
that?
up? It's my brother-in-law. What's up?
We're recording, man. What are you doing?
I've been on a few boats this year. I mean,
All right. Who's editing this one? You, me? I had to leave this
not
shit in.
officially, but
Look how official Fishing Kit is, everybody.
all right. We'll wake up at 5 too. We'll be there at 5:30. All right, cool. All right, later.
All right.
Was that on speaker?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why I think I might have to keep this in, that conversation.
yeah, there's no F-bombs.
There was no F-bombs. Good to go. But as you guys heard, Fishing Kit's going fishing on a boat tomorrow, and he better know how to use the damn trolling motor.
I mean, I've done it a couple times.
Yeah. It's not hard.
But anyways, if the guy or the gal who picked up those batteries, I'd love it back. I'm gonna give you like an amazing reward. But if not, it's all good. Just saying.
Man, what are the odds that the person that picked up that battery pack
Listens to
or
this?
whatever listens to this?
Never know. Or they might know somebody who picked up a box of. Somebody might come up and say, "Hey, I just found 8 batteries of GoPros, brah."
Check Facebook Market or something.
Yeah, you never know. That's all right. Hey, it is what it is, but yeah,
Selling 10 GoPro batteries.
I know. Or yeah,
Or best offer.
only it is only batteries for GoPro 7 and 8s. Actually, I think it's just 7 only. I think only
I think
57.
5, 6, 7 takes the same batteries.
Yeah,
I'd say that'd be weird if only one generation took one battery.
they do that though. GoPro.
I think with the
Stupid.
8, it might be.
Yeah,
I think the 8 was just like its own thing.
but it's okay. So now I have to do external battery. So that's why
Well, that's how I roll anyway.
I have to now. It's like it was by default. It wasn't like I wanted to. But anyways, I mean, it's not like I can go fish too much anyway, so I don't need that. That's why I had all those external batteries. It's not like I can fish so long, you know what I'm saying? Like an all-day trip. I can't. I can go maybe 3 or 4 hours, so I only need 3 or 4 batteries per camera.
Speaking of GoPros, update on my GoPro Hero 10.
Oh, yeah.
It still overheats, so I gotta be more mindful. I'm more mindful about how the GoPro is feeling, because if there's no airflow, if it isn't windy, if it's super calm, that thing overheats. I'm constantly feeling like, oh man, it's getting hot, or I'll stop recording. Normally I just record and just let it rock.
Are you over it with the GoPro? I mean, I don't blame you. Paying as much as go look up GoPro 10, guys. How much it costs? Are you just over GoPro? Or are you over that camera, the brand, or what do you think at this point? Because it still overheats. Pointless.
I feel like ever since the 5, I mean, and a lot of people has the same sentiment. Ever since the 5 came out, GoPros have been kind of, I wouldn't say shitty, but they got to this point where they're super glitchy. Like I mentioned before, first day I took it out, camera was frozen, had to pull the battery. First day, brand new camera. And now I have the overheating thing. And I had a video of me and Ryan, and it overheated that day. And I was going through the footage that I had. It was like warped on one side with a whole bunch of black circles.
Weird.
Yeah. And the thing is, people are like, they always say, "Oh, what are your settings? What are your settings? You gotta dial back some settings." And one of the main selling points of this camera is it can do 5.3K, which is 25% higher resolution than 4K or whatever. And I don't even think they sell 5.3K TVs.
No. Well,
I don't think so.
even if they did, I
can't afford it.
Yeah, I can't afford it. You know what I'm saying?
But anyway, I don't have all the highest settings, and people say you gotta. Even GoPro themselves say, okay, you gotta dial back these settings. If you put it on 1080p, which is the kind of standard for high definition or whatever, you can get X amount of recording time. You should be able to get a longer recording time, whatever. I only record at 1080p anyways. And then the lower the frame rate, you extend your battery life even more. So when everything starts heating up, I dial back. I'm down to 1080p, 24 frames per second, which is kind of your movie standard, because movies are shot in 24 frames per second.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do slow motion, or do you then?
I don't do slow
Okay,
motion.
I was gonna say that.
Well, slow motion,
can't.
you're only taking a few second clips at a time at
True.
240 hertz or whatever, anyways, which I don't really do. And then you wouldn't have to worry about it overheating, but. I just gotta be more mindful about my settings and how long I'm recording, and the low light sucks ass. Once the sun starts going down, I call it the low light mode, which is 1080p, no image stabilization, and 24 frames per second. Basically, the more stuff you dial back, the better it is. But they sell you this camera. It can do 5.3K, 120 hertz, and super smooth.
Are you gonna trade it?
Stabilization.
Are you gonna return it?
What's the point if you gotta dial it back anyway?
Yeah.
I think it's not meant for long recording.
Well, what is it meant for then?
Probably short burst recording. Like when I say short burst, maybe short burst as in vlogging, maybe.
Well, it's like action stuff. Like, okay, I'm gonna hop on my mountain bike and go down this trail for.
But how long does it take? That takes a while. Sometimes
Depends how
That's a
long the
long
trail
time.
is, I guess.
But you see what I'm saying though? If they created a camera that can't even last
Well, the thing
15
is,
minutes
on the trail, there's wind flow because you're flowing down the hill or
so
whatever.
that cools it.
Yeah, so there's airflow that cools it.
That's fair.
But people have been using GoPros for fishing ever since they first came out,
Yeah.
and now it's like the price. They just keep adding all these features.
Just
And
make it last longer.
I don't know if the price is increasing or not, because this is my first GoPro that I bought brand new, and it's the newest GoPro, and I bought it brand new. Because I had the 5, well, I had the 3s, I bought it way after it came out, and then I had the 5, I bought it way after it came out. So I bought all these at a discount. The 5, I can put up with it. I live with it, but the 10 just pisses me off all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame you, because
If it's not freezing, it's overheating.
the overheating would be annoying as hell.
It's super annoying. But,
Like a Garmin. Like
the
they
thing
need to
is,
come out with their own.
Garmin camera. Hey, Garmin attached to the
I think
live
they did
scope.
have
Yeah.
I've been looking
Do
at
they?
other brands, but
I think GoPro is like the best picture quality,
yeah.
but it's like
Yeah, don't get me wrong. When the footage turns out,
yeah,
and everything's working, like holy shit.
yeah, like they didn't become big for no reason, Like
If you look at, I don't even know if I posted any videos of my newest footage. Actually, the river one, when we were on the sandbar, it was me and you. I had the 10 there, and then just me walking. Everything is like so smooth. Everything's super colorful.
The stabilization of the 10 is amazing.
Yeah.
When it's, like you're saying, when it's clean, light's good, it's clean. The stabilization is what it's known for. But like you just said, though, the overheating, that's why I'm curious, like how all the the bigger YouTube people, how do they even work with it? Because I'm assuming all of them have 10s.
I don't know. Maybe they don't just hit record and record the whole time.
I think you're
I don't
right.
know.
That might be it.
But I feel I can't be one of the few doing that. There's no way.
No, there's others that overheats. But luckily I had the 7. I haven't had that issue. I haven't had the overheating issue. And I record at regular 1080, 60 frames.
I'd get other brands, but man, I have looked at other brands, but they're trying to do their own thing too.
Yeah.
Like GoPro just released a camera that does 1080p, 60, has the image stabilization, and sell it for $200. I don't need 5.3K. I don't need 240 hertz. 1080p 60 sell for $60. Don't sell me a $500 camera where I gotta dial back all these settings.
There's cameras out there that does that. It's just not as good. You know that, right? It's the quality's not as good. Like you just said, the images, it's just not as good. I've seen it.
I looked at the one DJI Action.
Yeah.
Their first one. It was basically their version of the GoPro, but that camera is about 4 years old, so it's a little dated. And then they came out with the Action 2, which is something totally different. It's like you connect multiple. It's basically they sell you small. No, they sell you smaller cameras, but you like connect them together. It's weird.
I don't know. I haven't really looked into that far.
And then I don't want a 360 camera. Insta360 has a 360 camera.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I don't need I don't know, man. Somebody just needs to come out with a good 1080p.
Yeah.
They need to create
reliable.
Yeah, something that's reliable.
So these action cameras need to tailor in a way towards the fisherman.
Yeah.
Somehow. They don't have to. I'm just saying they I mean, come on, man. How many fishermen? There gotta be a high up there in regards to customer level that buys GoPros. It's gotta be fishermen. I would think.
I would say it's on the rise. I don't think it's like the highest. Though.
I think like bicyclists, or people doing scuba diving,
more physical
extreme sport.
they would probably be the highest.
Yeah,
but a bunch of fishermen wear GoPros.
Fishermen has got to be up there, though. I would think. So I would think they would try at least to try and tailor how you design the next generation.
I think they just want to. They just want to tick boxes.
Yeah,
okay, higher resolution, more frames per second, image stabilization.
Yeah.
Whatever gimmicky features. They just want to tick boxes.
Throw it all on
and
there.
then, it could do all this stuff. But then when it comes down to actually using
Can't do it good.
But you can only do these things for 10 minutes.
So let me ask you, do you think the settings, okay, there's got to be, because you can't be the only one that's bitching, but I don't have a 10, so I have no idea.
Just Google it. GoPro Hero 10 overheating.
So my question is, though, how about all those other fishermen? Have you seen anybody, other fishermen that record their shit? Like, this sucks. Like, this is the worst thing ever because I can't even record 20 minutes of me fishing.
I've seen it. I've seen people saying, "Oh, I gotta wait for my camera."
But it's not enough to.
Yeah. I think fishing videos in itself is already niche, and then the people that have the 10, that's an even smaller market share.
Gotcha. I guess I could.
I think a lot of these fishermen that are having GoPros, they're like me. They buy, or like you, they buy older GoPros because it's
I have
economic.
Yeah.
Because the older GoPros, they just work.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're right. Because I have the 7, and the biggest qualm that I have about the 7 is the freezing.
Yeah, ever since the 5, the freezing thing from the 5 to the 10 is still a problem.
I think the only time I had an issue with the freezing thing is usually when I ice fish, though. I think that might be a lithium battery thing too. That's what I was thinking. But I've had it happen maybe once during open water. Like, it just stopped. It froze.
Well, I've had the 5 to the 10. You would think 5 generations of a camera.
Right.
you wouldn't think you'd still have the same problems.
5's supposed to be good, right?
The
Five
five
was
is
good.
oh,
He had it.
The
Yeah.
5's okay.
Oh, okay.
The 5 was like what most people would call kind of the tipping point for GoPro. Because the 1 through 4 were basically bulletproof.
Oh.
And then once the 5 came out, that's where the freezing thing started happening. And ever since the 5,
Because they created that case where it's waterproof, supposedly.
you would think after 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Right.
they'd have it figured out.
How
Now
often
the
do
10
they come out with the new one?
every year.
Yeah, that's why.
Every year.
But like I said though, ever since when they create, like he was saying, the 1 to 4, for it to be waterproof, you have to buy a case for it, a housing. for it.
Right, yeah.
And then ever since the 5 came out, it was encased. Every single one now, like, oh, it's all waterproof.
But still, I feel like it's a software thing. And we're beating a dead horse.
Yeah,
Let's
we are.
just
Sorry,
move
yes.
past this stupid GoPro, me and my GoPro problems.
Very
But
true.
it is super annoying.
It is. As
And
content creators, it sucks.
But I'll give them the fact that when the footage turns out, when I have that, even at 1080p 60, and I have the hyper smooth image stabilization, that footage looks real good, really good. It sucks for low light though, which I was kind of surprised by. But
Yeah.
then I have another preset for low light.
I'm going to ask you something. Totally off topic, but
Okay, as
it's
long as
kind of
not-
on topic.
No more GoPro stuff.
So I caught a lot of white bass maybe about 3-4 weeks ago. I put them in a freezer because I want to use them as bait for catfish. What is the oldest bait that you put in a freezer that you've caught a fish with, would you say? So let me ask you this. That's number one. That's my first question. Second question, do you think I can still catch anything that's 3-4 weeks old right now that's frozen?
Probably.
Yeah, I would say so.
It's not
Okay.
ideal. But
It's
Right.
not okay. That's why the reason why I ask is obviously fresh is best because when I took some frozen stuff out and I didn't get it. Oh, actually no, I'm not gonna lie. I did get one nibble.
Well,
Could have been a turtle
The
though.
thing with frozen is when you thaw it out, it gets super mushy,
Mm-hmm.
and fish can just peck it off, and it doesn't hold together. That's the main thing with frozen thawed baits.
Okay.
When it's fresh, it's firm. It still has, all the blood. It stays together better. It could get pecked on a few times, but when it's frozen, it's mushy. It just falls apart. That's the main thing.
Is there a specific way you thought before you take it out to catfish?
Probably the best way the slower you thaw it, the better. That'd
Okay.
be the best way.
That's what I'm
Put it in
asking.
the
So,
fridge,
so
yeah.
don't put it in like hot water
No,
or
no,
anything
no,
like that
no.
to thaw it out or warm water. or
Thaw it
anything?
out in the fridge,
Yep.
thaw it out
Throw it
in
in
the
the
cooler.
fridge.
Okay.
Well, it's just like
I don't
food.
know. That's what I was asking.
Just like
Yeah,
food,
just like food. Like you don't
Okay.
want to take frozen veggies and throw it in hot water to thaw it out.
True. That's why I don't know.
Some people don't know that though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some
people don't know that.
people, vegetables, yeah, they don't know that, and then some people don't know that about bait. I didn't know that. Like, okay, so what's the best way? So, what if I just leave it outside? It should thaw by tomorrow, right?
It'd be
Yeah,
thawing.
that's
in
the
like
same
a
as
couple-
leaving it
yeah,
on your
like
counter.
food.
So that works.
But it's best in the fridge.
Yeah,
really,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
basically it shocks the meat or whatever. If you go from frozen
Yeah.
to throwing in like a tub of hot water.
Yeah.
Let's say you got some frozen steak, you want to thaw it out in the fridge.
Slowly.
yeah,
Yes.
for sure,
Yeah.
Okay.
for sure.
Kind of
Okay.
the same thing. Imagine yourself as a fish, and that frozen bait is a steak. If you're gonna eat it, you thaw it out in the fridge.
Yeah, you guys hear that? Yeah, that's real life. That's my daughter screaming, crying. That's the youngest one, I can tell. That's how I know it already.
It's a grandy. It's got accent.
Put a Band-Aid on it, damn it. David, put a Band-Aid on it. Jesus, bastard. Interesting, though. That's good to know because I wasn't sure if it was still viable. How long do you guys think a frozen bait will last?
Some bait is better than no bait sometimes,
Yeah.
you know?
Have you ever thawed out bait and refroze the bait? Or is it trash? After
I've done
that?
it. I've done it.
I've done it.
Does
It's
it
not
work?
ideal.
Does it work? That's
I
what-
mean,
It can work.
everything can work, right?
true.
Everything can work sometimes, you know. It's not always the best, but it can work.
During ice fishing, we did it a lot
Okay.
because it's a little bit harder to get bait
Yeah.
when the lakes are frozen.
You use cup. Hey, so the
We
bait.
use cut bait for ice fishing.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. You just use like small chunks, yeah.
Yeah, like just little. I'd say maybe nickel quarter-sized chunks.
So you're saying the stuff
Maybe
that
even smaller.
do you think the stuff that I caught a couple weeks ago will work for ice fishing? What do you think?
I would just buy minnows at that point for ice fishing.
Well, how long?
It would still work, I think.
It's a right?
But
I would just buy
if you have the
minnows.
option to buy
Yeah,
minnows,
fresh.
Well,
I mean,
just
or you can
do
buy
it,
something
you
fresh.
know, yeah.
Better. No, I
Yeah.
get it. I get it.
Because a minnow head or a couple minnow
Yeah.
heads on a treble,
Very true.
perfect for catfish
That's very true.
or wipers or crappies.
word.
I hope the spot we go to again is.
I'm gonna camp there. I'm gonna camp at that spot this winter.
I'm excited for ice.
Let me know when you want to. I might be able to get a pink slip to go for one night to camp. But I don't know, man. Camping is gonna be rough.
It sucks.
See?
I ain't gonna lie. On paper, it's like, yeah, it's gonna be
It looks so
fun.
cool.
Fishing all night.
Yeah.
Fishing all day, all night. Yep.
I'm gonna catch so much fish. The sun goes down. You don't catch a damn thing until 7 in the morning.
And it's cold, windy. Well, you're not outside because you can't really go nowhere.
It's still cold, I bet.
It's pretty cold. It's pretty cold. So I'm gonna get myself a 20-pound tank just for the heater.
Really?
I rock a 5-pounder. When I did those 2 nights,
Uh-huh.
that 5-pounder ran out, and I did during the day. I think I went out Friday. I ran the heater for most of the night. During the daytime, I did not run it at all. Second night, I ran the heater because it just gets cold at night. During the day, if it's 30 degrees outside or whatever, 30 degrees outside, I'm not running that heater. Even with me
Right.
not running the heater
Yeah.
all day, just running it for 2 nights, 5 pounds is not enough.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get the 20-pounder.
You want to camp? Can you? Oh, we gotta see.
He'll have a new board.
Okay, yeah. Can you
Word.
ice fish this
Word.
year? Hold on.
I'll probably get out a few times.
Okay. Okay.
Like,
You
at
got.
night, though, like you're targeting probably what, catfish, right?
Just whatever baits in the water and
Like-
whatever hits.
I don't know. I feel like I'd rather just wake up early and go fishing.
It's a
Well,
drop.
You know?
This particular lake is a couple hours away.
Yeah. It's a
True.
drop.
But still. It's like, do I want to get woken up by a, I don't know, a crappie?
A catfish. It'd be a
If
catfish.
it was a catfish,
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't
and
think.
if it was a good one.
I don't think you get
yeah.
as much crappies as you think you will there. I
Right.
think. I think it'd be
I'm
wipers
sure.
or catfish.
I'm
for
sure. But is it going to be more at night than during the day?
Only one way to find out.
No.
Only one.
Night fishing on the ice is overrated.
Yeah,
I'll tell
So
you.
for
right
me,
now.
it's like, what? I'll
What's
just
the
wake up early
benefit?
and go, you know?
I think
I get to sleep in my bed.
just the fact that you're out there miserable.
For sure.
There's a certain appeal to it.
The experience
Yeah.
for sure.
I don't know.
You
If
can't
there's,
beat.
I don't know. If there's an appeal to it, but it's.
Well, being there as late as possible and then being there as
Early.
early as possible.
Without moving.
You could say that about all camping.
Yeah, any
Like-
camping.
You know?
But it doesn't look. I mean, I think the editing skills makes it look so enticing.
And people love that shit. Like watching that stuff, people love that stuff.
True.
My best videos
Camping
are
on the ice?
ice camping videos.
Interesting.
People love that stuff.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I might be able to get a pink slip if we can. We'll work something out. I might be able to get a pink slip if I say,
gotta
"Hey,
pee.
I gotta take Bo out."
Word. Let's do it.
So let's do it. Camp on the ice.
I would do it. I definitely would do it. And I don't think it'll be worth it. And I think it'll be awful. But, I would still do it. It's the same as like camping. It's
Yeah,
you are like taking yourself out of the comfort zone,
I think.
but
Well,
it's still
I think it depends.
fun.
I think it depends on the location.
Sure.
And if we go to this specific spot and there's not crazy amount of pressure And the species that we're going for don't really care whether it's day or night, which I think they don't.
Fair.
I think we will have a good opportunity to be not even sleeping because I think we can catch a lot at night. I think.
Is that good though? I like sleep.
I like sleep too, but if it's constant catching all the time, how is that bad?
I guess that's not bad. But when me and Kit went camping down south, it was just us. Actually, your brother Kim was there too, but it was the night before they came, and we had lines set out at night, and we got bites, throughout the night. Eventually, I was like, okay, I'm not putting out another line. That was my birthday
weekend.
Yeah, it was.
So what happened? You guys got so many bites. What was so wrong with that?
It was just like, I can't keep waking up at night and catching fish.
Nothing?
No, we were catching fish.
Then what the heck? What's the problem?
Like, man, it's cool, but I'm tired.
Oh, my God.
Hey, when you catch fish, it's cool. When you don't catch fish and then you catch a fish, it's like amazing. But we caught so many fish.
That's what I'm saying. So you caught so many. It wasn't as cool
we
anymore.
got so many fish. It was like, all right, I'm done catching fish.
That's like the dream come true. To be able to catch fish to the point where, damn, I just don't want to catch anymore.
Yeah, and we kind of had that, in Kansas when we were night fishing. It was just like, no more bites. I'm not throwing out any more baits. I'm going to bed. I'll catch them tomorrow.
But they were good size too. You guys were catching.
They were.
See,
they were.
But yeah, as you guys can see, listeners, followers, we have a little bit of ice on our mind because it's been hot. Ice fishing wouldn't be too bad. And Fishing Kit's taking a picture of himself.
Oh, I got a shirt with my face on it.
Yeah,
titty pic.
I know. So listeners, Fishing Kit just took a titty pic.
Just a little test run. I get stickers through Sticker Meal, and they had a deal.
Oh,
they had a deal, like T-shirts for $9.
Try it out.
It's cheap. Okay.
I'll make myself a shirt for $9. Free shipping too.
Yeah, that's cheap.
Can't go wrong.
Why not? I'll wear it in a few videos, and if it generates interest, then I'll consider a merch store or something, or having merch and stuff.
Just do it.
But anyways, so what I missed, I heard you guys talking about camping and it not being worth it. Is what I heard.
He wants to do it, but he doesn't think it's gonna end up being worth it. And then Bo's like, when we catch too much fish, it's like we have to cut it off. Like it's not as fun anymore. I'm like, what the?
It's troublesome at night. It's like, okay.
Yeah, when you're trying to sleep and you're freaking
what?
You get up like, oh, you're freaking fumbling around.
I put a glow stick on my zipper because I was like, I can't find my zipper. Oh God, where's my zipper? And then I forget my glasses on my cot, and like, oh man, now I gotta land a fish. I can't see anything.
But I think
my shoes are gone, and it's
I think ice will be better though because we're right next to it. Yeah.
Well, nothing happened that night.
See, that's what. All right, I think something's gonna happen this year if we go to our spot tonight.
I've never done it for like flathead catfishing though.
Oh,
so I would do it. For sure, for like flathead catching, throw it out.
But that's rare. You're not gonna get it constant.
Exactly. That's why I would do it.
The thing is, there's other stuff than flatheads. There's channel cats.
There's
drums, gars, turtles.
Yeah.
Anytime you're freaking bait, like you get up like.
Yeah, I get excited. Whoa.
But stay tuned. I think I can commit to it because I'll be like, all right, I gotta take the new father out to go ice fish camping one weekend. I can sell that.
If you guys, so you think you'll be able to do it?
At least one weekend.
Just
at least
one
for
day,
a night.
One night.
I think for a night I would be able
to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm definitely down, and I'll agree with you. As far as just the pure fishing is concerned, it is not worth it.
Yeah,
but I think the spot you really don't think we're gonna catch
experience though.
Yeah.
You gotta have that experience.
Do you think we're gonna catch anything at this spot at night?
I can't say for sure. I have limited experience with catching fish at night. I've camped out on the night a total of 4 times on the ice, and it sucked every single time.
Sucked as in the fishing sucked.
The fishing. Well, it's the fishing, the sleep.
The whole shebang.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what an awful
The
experience.
first time I did it, it was super windy in my straps.
But you still feel accomplished. Like, hey,
Yeah.
I did it, though.
Like, I
You know?
survived.
Yeah, I woke up today.
On the ice.
Nice.
Alive.
Yeah, all right.
We if you can commit to a day.
Yeah, just
I
a
could
night.
go for a night.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
A
can do
night is tolerable.
Well,
2 nights was pretty hard.
We'll set up one night because, like I said, I'll tell the wifey, I'll tell the boss, I'll be like, you know what? He's a new father. He needs a little break.
Yeah, I'm stressed.
He's stressed.
Yeah, one night away.
One night away.
Damn kids. Ah.
So that's how you gonna sell it. So in your case, you can just be like, no, Grandy's stressed. He's got 4 kids. Honey, love you.
Yeah.
Imagine this times 4.
I don't need to
Yeah.
sell it, though. I'd just be like, hey, I'm going.
Yeah.
She'd be like, all right.
Oh, hey, you say that?
What a gal.
Yeah, what a gal. You say that now. You
Hanging out with the boys tonight. Don't
boy.
call me.
All right. You guys heard this, right? All right. We'll do another episode with Bo after the kid, and we'll see how strong the conversation is.
On the ice, you
Yeah.
hear Bo calling. Like, are
Hey,
you
hey.
okay? Is everything okay? Do you
Kid,
want-
I need to stay another night, man. I'm in trouble.
Might as well. Can see it happening. But it's fun times. Well, no, I'll definitely commit to it. If you can do it, it'll be fun. I actually have not camped out on the ice yet, so I want to. I think I'm going to get a new hub this year.
Oh
I
yeah.
think so.
Man, always new
What are you?
stuff.
What are
man.
you? What are you looking at?
Probably a 5 or 6 man, kind of like actually kind of like Mark's. Probably a little bit bigger than Mark's. So.
Mark's a 4-sided one, right?
Yeah. Is it 4?
His
Well,
is a 4-sided, but 6-person, I think.
See, he said it was a 4-person. I go, dude, that's way
No
too big to a
way.
4-person.
Yeah,
His
no way.
okay.
Mark
but
does have a 8-person tent
Yeah.
that he camps in.
well, yeah, but no, I want to get similar, like an octagon-ish shape that's insulated, obviously both sides.
You know what? I just remembered that had a 1-man flip over.
You do, yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
You still do?
Yeah. I just remembered the fact that I have a 1-man flip over.
Do you use it?
Yeah. Yeah. and
I want to
use it.
get one, too.
A 1-man flip?
I want one, yeah.
I have a 2-man flip. You want that? Well, the kids, I think they're getting too big. I can't even see this thing. That's why.
You need a quad.
Well, the oldest and the second oldest are getting too big for just a 2-man flip. Because I got away with it the last 2 years with the 2-man flip. I think we're getting a little tight in there.
You need a quad and a 3-man flip.
Quad is
Like a
expensive.
quad.
Like
Sick.
ATV.
I know. I could. Dude, if I could have got a quad, I could have gotten a boat. You know what I'm saying? I would have gotten a boat already, bro.
It can be used
Quad
for
is like-
other things.
That's. No.
Just have your kids beg their mom to go ice fishing. Like, well, the only way is if we get a quad and I got to pull a 3-man.
I'm so my gout's acting up. I can't pull the sled.
I need a quad to pull. And we did a 3-man flip over.
That's a possibility. Quad would be nice, but we do have a homie that has a limited amount of freaking all-terrain vehicles. Tay-Tay.
You know?
And
Buy one off of him.
that's a
Word.
nah. I think I gotta
He'll
get.
give you a good deal.
Yeah, probably, but I gotta get the upgrade. No, let's just go camping on the ice first. We'll worry about the flip over and all that. But I do want to get, like I said, I do want to get a 5-man.
If you had a 3-man flip over, you could do a solo camp in it.
It's.
Sure could.
I seen the three flip.
Lay
It's,
across.
it's too
Across all the
heavy,
ground,
bro.
Yeah, that's why you need a quad.
I know, but
See?
no. So the boss lady be like, no,
Like-
just get a regular pop up, and you can carry it yourself. She ain't.
That's fair, too, though.
She's
Yeah, that's
like,
fair, you know,
she's like, you fold that
that's
shit.
fair.
She goes, why you want to spend an additional $2,000 for what? You can technically get a nice pop up that's insulated, put it on your sled, and just pull it yourself.
Well, it's like a tent and a sled put together. I don't know if she knows that.
I already sold. Why do you think I sold her on when I got the 2-man flip? But now, like I said, the kids are too big for
Yeah,
it.
just be like, hey, the kids are too big. We
No.
need a 3-man.
But she's like,
And they want to be warmer, so it has to be insulated. and it's so heavy now. I gotta get a quad to pull.
You're
it.
right, but she's right on this though. She's like, just get a pop up and just fold it and put it on your sled and pull it.
Oh, you could build a floor.
Trouble. This guy.
I don't know what that even means.
I don't know what floor.
Like, I've seen people, they'll take the pop-up and they'll build like a wooden floor for it. And they pull it on a trailer and they drag that thing out on the ice and drop it down.
With their quad or?
With a quad or whatever.
But I'm not handy enough to be able to do
Well,
that.
just buy one.
That ain't happening, dude. If I can't even get a boat, what the hell do you think makes it easy to get a quad?
You just I'm just trying to look at it different angles.
Get you.
Okay.
But no. But I do want to. I got to get a new pop up this year. I think it's going to be 5-6 minutes. Whatever that size Mark has. I think that's the size that I want, so I can fit all the girls in and just ice fish, because that's like you said, that's the one thing that they love. It's ice fishing more than any other types of fishing.
See, maybe that's a better sell since they love it so much.
Here we go. Make them ask for it.
Yeah, make them ask, like, hey kids, you want to go ice fishing? Let's get this 3-man flip over.
Oh, if only Fishing Kit knows. But soon,
Doesn't hurt to ask.
Doesn't hurt to ask. I'll ask. I'll
You
see.
gotta ask. For the quad. Yeah.
For the quad. No, I'd rather ask for the boat first.
I'm too old. I'm too weak. I can't pull
I
it.
do need.
I gotta go.
I gotta go out. Oh.
Man, you guys laugh now. I did think about this the other day. I had
come
gout.
back,
My
yeah.
gout came back. I was like, I only got maybe 10 more years of ice fishing at best left, guys.
Unless you have a quad.
Exactly.
You got like 20 left.
Oh, here we go. Too much show. Anything else, guy, this week?
I don't know. Hopefully we catch some fish tomorrow, Bo.
Word.
Nah.
Kind of drunk.
Yeah.
Got pee.
2 beers.
2 beers.
But one big
Only
beer.
2 beers.
Only 2 beers.
Bathroom's over there. But
Ooh.
it was awesome, though. Appreciate you, Bo, jumping on with us. And, listeners, if you guys listen this far and watchers, everything, appreciate you guys. Don't forget, check out Fishing Kit's YouTube channel. Get his ass up to 3,000 subs.
Up to 3,000. And
Let's do
I
this.
am queued up till November
Look at that.
9th, I think.
Get him up to
mercy.
3,000 subs. Check out MaPop Fishing. I'm almost at 500.
Dang.
I'm like, what? The other day, I'm like, I don't even post shit. I post shit. I post shit.
I post every week and I'm like creeping.
I post shit, man. I try to fish, but feel free to check out the channel there. I appreciate you guys listening this far. Don't forget, do the reviews. I think it helps. I'm pretty sure it does. It couldn't hurt. Worst case scenario, you gave us good reviews, maybe.
How did I do?
Yeah. How did Bo do? Somebody's got to
Give
review.
Bo a rating.
me
Give
a
Bo a rating.
Like Rotten Tomatoes.
So check out, like I said, if you guys are listening to this on Spotify, you guys can do reviews now. You listen to this on iTunes, feel free. Give us a review. Totally appreciate you guys just giving us support to last this long. I don't know. We got a lot of things coming up. Like I said, I think Fishing Kit and myself, we're going to do the hopefully the cleanup here in the next couple of weeks. We'll let you guys know the exact dates once he checks his schedule. We have a fishing trip that we're going to be taking, so stay tuned for that. We'll see how we do there. And then there's other things going down the pipeline. And then obviously ice fishing season's coming up in about 5-6 months. So we shall see, but we'll definitely get you guys in the mood and in the mode for that. We have a lot of listeners up in Wisconsin, in Toronto, New York area, so Minnesota area. Yeah, we begin. Hey, shout out to New York. We see you guys in Wisconsin, Minnesota. We definitely shout out to you guys. So we'll definitely get you guys into the ice fishing spirit, because you guys will get ice way before us, obviously. So
It'll be here before you know it.
it is true. So hopefully, if Fishing Kit and myself, we can also make a trip up to Minnesota again.
Go ahead.
And Bo's got to pee.
Wrap it up.
Sorry, I got to wrap it up. Bo's got to go pee. So shout out to everybody. Appreciate you guys. But other than that, till next time, guys.
All right, see ya.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Peace.
Wrap it up.
Seltzers.